Hi, I'm Keri Waters. I'm CEO and co-founder of Calliope, and we're going to help you take control of your household water use.
My favorite part of any startup is that you have to use every tool you have in the toolbox. You know, I do a little bit of everything just about every day. And the fact that this is hardware means that the end result is something tangible, which is very rewarding.
Every house leaks. If you live here in the US, I promise you your house is leaking.
So with Calliope, I knew I wanted to do something in the IoT space. You know, I wanted to get back to my roots as a mechanical engineer, but bring in the knowledge I developed of software and large-scale web applications. And I also knew I wanted to do something big and meaningful. And I read this article published by KQED in California saying that basically 10% of your overall water use is lost to leaks. And I thought, well, that's kind of ridiculous. If we could just eliminate those leaks, we'd be halfway to our targeted water use reduction. Once we started putting prototypes on houses, we discovered all sorts of issues. There's no substitute for getting a product out into the real world. I've learned more about plumbing than I ever thought I would. We had firmware challenges. We learned about some of the limitations of over-the-air updates once we installed our first device that was further away than we could drive to. We worked through a number of those kinds of challenges, but that's sort of the fun in any engineering project. There were solutions on the market for leak detection, but they involved placing multiple sensors all over the home, and homeowners don't want to do that. I also wanted that complete picture of how I was using water around the house so I could make better decisions about how to budget my water use. So we realized that we could put those two things together into one device and install a single device and just use software, use machine learning algorithms to basically determine how and where water was being used. People are surprised when we first put it on their house about how much data we're able to get right away. It feels a little bit magic. We are a for-profit company, and I'm actually a big believer in the ability of the free market to address social issues in a way that's economically viable. So in order to solve the water crisis in particular, we need to get past the very small set of very water-conscious people and reach the larger group of people that are very busy in their lives and don't want to spend their day focused on water issues. And this is where I think technology can help to fill that gap. Participating in the ISHOW has been great for us in a number of ways. First of all, it's great validation from a serious engineering organization. It's some wind in our sails for the team. We've all been working very hard for a year, and it's very gratifying for all of us to have that recognized by a serious organization. It's also extremely timely. The help that we're getting from ASME right now to improve the manufacturability of our product actually is coming at the perfect timing for us as we go to tooling. So that's very exciting. For any early stage startup that's very cash sensitive, being able to get this support at critical junctures, I think, is what separates the people who succeed from the people who don't.